Are you tired of building out confirmation pop-ups piece by piece? Do you want to save yourself some time? Check out the confirm function that is now available for Canvas apps. Hi, I'm Helen Devlin, a trainer here at Pragmatic Works. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the confirm function and how to use it in Canvas apps. Previously, we used to build out confirmation pop-ups by building out a container. And within that container, we would add in the message, the buttons, and we'd have to put it all together. It looked a little something like this. So here in my app, I have this delete button. And if I hit my delete button, I have this confirmation pop-up that I built out. All of this is within a container. And then I have this message here that says, are you sure you want to delete? And I have these two buttons here. One says yes, delete, and one says no, cancel. If you take a look at each individual piece of this confirmation, I have my container, which is a vertical container, but honestly, you could use a regular one as well. So I've got my vertical container, and my vertical container has the visible property that is being controlled by a variable, a contextual variable to be precise. And so when you hit the delete button over here, it updates the context of that variable to true, so I can see my confirmation. Then within my confirmation pop-up, I have this no cancel button, which changes my variable to false, so I don't see it anymore. I have this yes delete button that also changes my variable to false and deletes the record from this gallery over here. I also have on my entire screen here on the on visible property, setting the variable to false. So right there, I've got kind of a few pieces that I had to build out. I had to build out the container. I had to build out the message, the buttons. I did every single piece of this, and I built in the functionality where the buttons make the variable false and delete the record if you hit the yes delete button. And then when you see the screen, the variable's false. It's a little time consuming. So what if you want something that's a little bit quicker? Well, let's check out the confirm function. So on my delete button here, I'm going to go ahead and just comment out what I've got, so we can replace it with the confirm function. So now I'm going to add in that confirm function. And it's very simple. You just type confirm, and you'll see that you just need to add in the message. And I'm going to say, are you sure you want to delete this record? Now, I'm going to leave it at just that for a second. There is a second part to this formula, but let's just see what this looks like straight away. So I've got my confirm. Are you sure you want to delete this record? And I'm going to go ahead and give it a go. First things first, I'm going to get rid of this one, and let's see what this looks like. This dialog box pops up. Are you sure you want to delete this record? And it has a confirm button and a cancel button. But there is some more we can do with this. And that's actually the second part of this formula. So for the second part of this formula, you can build out the options. You can give this confirmation a title, a subtitle, and you can dictate the text that shows up on those two buttons. Let's take a look at how that would look. So I'm going to actually expand my formula bar here because I'm going to put this on multiple lines. So after my message, I'm going to add a comma. Now the options you can see here are an options record. So I need to actually put these between my curly brackets. So I'm going to open my curly bracket, and I'm going to put this closing parentheses over here. And the first thing is the title. So you're just going to simply type title. And then I'm going to just call this delete confirmation. Now I can get a little fancy with it, and I can include some emojis if I like. So you can have it pop up with like some red exclamation points, like a warning symbol, or even a trash can emoji. The next piece is the subtitle. And I'm just going to say this cannot, maybe I'll put it in all caps. This cannot be undone, just like as an FYI. Now, the next thing you can do is you can provide specific text for the confirm and the cancel button. To do the confirm button, it is just confirm button, smushed together, capital C, capital B. And I'm going to say, for my confirm button, I'll just say yes, delete. And then for my cancel button, I just usually like to say cancel, but the cancel button by default says cancel. So I'm going to just do no, cancel. Then to close this out, you're going to close curly bracket. Here's a look at the entire thing. Here's my confirm, my message, and my options. Now these options can be used as needed. So if you don't want a title or a subtitle, don't include them. If you're fine with the cancel button being that default cancel, don't include anything. Just use what you want. Now I haven't actually attached any functionality to this, but I will show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit my delete button, and there we go. Delete confirmation. There's my little trash can. This cannot be undone. Are you sure you want to delete this record? And then I can hit yes or no. All right. Now let's actually make it do something. So when somebody hits that confirm, it's going to provide a true, like Did they confirm? True. Yes. Yes, they confirmed. So we can just attach this to an if. So if, and our logical test is if they confirmed. So in front of my confirm, I'm just going to open up an if statement. And so if they confirm, then, so you want to put this all the way at the end after that parentheses, I'm going to put my true statement. So if they confirm, then I want to delete. I'm going to remove from my data source is actually called my expense report. And then I'm going to point it to the item I want to remove, which happens to be in my gal view records to approve dot selected. Now I can also add in a little notification to say that that was good to go, that happened, it worked. So I'm going to use the notify function, and I'm going to say your record was successfully deleted. And then I'm going to use notification type error, because that one's going to be red. I'm going to add a timeout of 5,000 milliseconds. And you do not need to provide a false value for this, because it will just simply not do anything. And there we have it. So if they confirm, I would like to remove the expense reporting list item that has been selected from my gal view records to approve, and notify that your record was successfully deleted. Let's take a look. So I'm actually going to put it in play mode here. You'll see no item to display because this is actually just an edit form and we're not editing anything at the moment. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to delete this New York flight. Are you sure you want to delete? First, I'm going to test out the functionality of the no button and just make sure that it goes away. Perfect. It went away. My record was not deleted. Now I'm going to test out the functionality of the yes delete. This always makes me a little bit nervous because remember, this cannot be undone. I hit yes, it's gone, and your record was successfully deleted. My notify popped up. Fantastic. Now the confirm function is only available to those who have modern controls and themes turned on. So definitely before you get started with this, you want to check out that you have that setting toggled on. You can hit settings in the lower left corner of your Power Apps window, and you can go to updates and make sure you have modern controls and themes toggled on. Once you've done that, you'll be able to use this confirm function. So you don't just have to use this confirm function just for deleting. You can use it however you like. Over here, I have this email screen where users can send me a message, like feedback or something. And whenever I'm sending an email and I forget to put a subject, Outlook pops up with that confirmation that says, hey, are you sure you want to send this without a subject? And we can do something similar here. So I have my send button here, where you can see on my send button, I'm using the Office 365 Outlook connector using the send email function, and it just sends to me. And it sends for the subject what I have here in this input box, and for the body here. But what we're going to do is we're going to add in an if is blank. So I want to see if the subject is blank. So my subject is my IMP email subject _1. So we're going to check if is blank my subject, which is my IMP email subject dot value. And so if it is blank, I want to then use the confirm function. So we're going to do confirm. Are you sure you want to send this email without a subject? Now, I'm not going to do anything crazy with the options, except for maybe I might just change the confirm button to yes send. So like I said, you can mix and match it how you like. So I'm just going to do the confirm button on this one. And I'm just going to have it say yes, send. Now we of course have to attach some functionality to that confirm. So we're also going to wrap that confirm in an if. So if they confirm, then I want it to send the email, which I already have here. And I want it to then reset those inputs. So that's if they confirm. Now, if they don't confirm, nothing. But there's also this if is blank. So if it is not blank, I also want to send the email. So I'm just going to copy this right here and put it over here. And now let's check it out. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to leave the subject blank and I'm going to send myself an email. Sent from my application. And I'm going to hit send. I should get a confirmation saying, are you sure? Perfect. Are you sure you want to send this email without a subject? If I hit cancel, nothing. Try it again. If I hit yes, send, I should receive an email with no subject. All right, here's my email sent from my app, no subject. Fantastic. Now let's try it again, but this time I will put a subject and I should not see a confirmation pop up. It should just send the email. So this time I'll say with a subject, still sent from my app. So no pop-up this time. And let's see if I get an email. And there we go. You'll see this one has a subject, still sent from my app, Fantastic. So there you have it. You can use it to obviously confirm the deletion of records. You can use it to confirm anything, an email, a form submission. Use it how you like it. There's a quick and easy way to build out that dialog pop-up without you having to manually add together every single piece. You just use a formula. But sometimes you want to be fully in charge of the design because there are some limitations to this function as is right now. Currently, you cannot hide any of the buttons. So you get the two buttons, the confirm button and the cancel button. So if you need more than one option, definitely a custom build out is the way to go. Now, another thing is you also do not get to control really the color of that confirm button. So you will see if I hit my send button, I've got my yes send here and this one's colored and the cancel one is not. Now this does pull in your theme color. So if you do change the theme, so if I change it to this team's theme or this green theme, either one of these, you'll see it does change the color of the button. But that's as much variation as you get. You can't make the yes button green and the cancel button red currently at this time. It's gonna pull in that theme color and font, but you don't get really the ability to do more than that. So if you do want the ability to add in specific colors, specific functionality outside of just the if statement, you might want to consider a custom build out. If you would like to see the manual way on how to build out these confirmation pop-ups, definitely check out our confirmation pop-up video here on our YouTube channel. And if you'd like to know more about building out Canvas apps, definitely check out our introduction to Canvas apps if you are newer or are advancing your Canvas app skills on our on-demand learning platform. So I'm definitely curious, what do y'all think about the confirm function? Do you think you're going to use it and is it going to save you so much time? Or are you going to stick to building out your own pop-ups so you can have that control and that customization that you'd like? Let me know down in the comments.